Hello, and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am Joanne Angel Barry Colon, your certified personal trainer, holistic healer, author, publisher, owner of Fitness of Us, and the creator of Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck. And today, I have an amazing show, as usual. I have an amazing guest to share with you today. But before we go into all of that, I'd like to remind you to like and share our show today so no one misses out on all the major information that we're going to be sharing today, as our focus is all about how will crystals help heal your mind, body, and spirit, and also some physical symptoms that very well may show up for you. I'd like to also just give a shout out to some of my sponsors for today, such as Good Chi Feng Shui LLC. It's a great time to feng shui your home space and also your business. And then we also have Sherry Simpson, who is a transformational life coach. This is also a great time, as we just moved into spring, to transform your mind, body, and spirit and clear out whatever junk you may be walking around with in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. And then we also have Nick Rafter, who is our real estate agent. I'm guessing this is a great time to be looking for a new home space or even a business space, or if you're looking to transform into your life purpose. Maybe you need a different space to do that with. So connect with Nick Raffer for that information. So I like to also set today's energy with a Chakra Balance Numerology Forecast reading with my regular deck, as right now I'm currently not using my new deck, but I will be showing them off shortly. And Bobby, do you have a picture of my new deck? I believe I have a flyer to present those. Okay, as you're doing that, I'm just going to shuffle and give the insight for today regarding what you need to hear. Not only what you need to hear, but also what chakras need to be focused in on and perhaps healed. And then we also have the numerology energy as well. So there's a lot going on with an insightful reading. So I'm going to shuffle it one more time and see what we have going. And here we go. I'm going to pick out the card. Oh, I love it. So interesting. My guest and I were just talking about this. Abundance. Isn't that ironic? Abundance. The chakra associated is pink. Pink is associated to your heart center. And when we think about the heart center, there's actually two colors. One is green and one is pink. And pink is all about the self-love, self-healing, bringing abundance into your heart. And what can you do to do that? How can you bring abundance into your heart? Well, first thing that comes to my mind intuitively is doing things that you enjoy doing. You know, stepping into your purpose, getting up every single day and knowing that you're going to actually do something that's not only going to change your life, but change lives of others. So that's the pink energy of your heart center. And then when we look at the number is 88. Obviously, it's double eights, and when we have double eights, it's a master number. As I've been speaking about mostly all this week on my Facebook Lives, master numbers mean that the portal is open, and the portal is open for you to connect on a higher level. Some would say the 8 energy is about financial abundance, but it also covers overall abundance. So whatever is coming to you at this very moment, what are you thinking about? What are you focusing in on right now regarding abundance? Is it abundance of health? Is it abundance in your career? Is it abundance with family? Is it abundance with helping others? Whatever that abundance is connecting with you right now. So whatever you're connecting to is what that 8 energy is all about, and what that abundance is actually talking to you about. So I'd like you just to take a moment just to think about the word abundance. And what does it connect with? It may very well connect differently for each and every one of you. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's about abundance of finances, but it could very well be. For me, I hear abundance of overall life, abundance of my entire life. And whatever it is that's really touching home for you is what the 88 means. Now, when we take the two numbers 8 and 8, it's a 16. And that actually, as a single digit, is a 7. And the 7 energy is all about, which we spoke about this week as well. It seems to be right in line with all my Facebook Lives this week. The 7's all about going in, sitting quietly, meditating and reflecting. and connecting with your higher self, because when we think about our 7 chakras, from the root chakra up, it's our crown chakra, and from our crown chakra down, it's our root chakra. So really staying connected to the earth and also to your higher power, because when we are connected to the earth, helps us to stay grounded. And that being grounded allows us to focus in on the things that we want to create in abundance, and also connects us to our higher self so we can actually live in our purpose, which is important. I truly believe that when we are living in purpose, living for purpose, it helps us to live in abundance. Because as we live in abundance and we're living for purpose, we're not just doing things for ourselves, we're actually doing things to help others. And it's really what it's all about. It's really about how you can make a difference to your community. How are you making a difference on yourself, and how are you making a difference to your community? And that's really why we're here on earth, is what can we give back to our community? And as we give back, we also receive, and that brings an abundance. Abundance overall for every area in your life, no matter what area you're focusing in on. So when we think about that 7, I really like you to take a moment today at some point to really focus in on reflecting on what it is you would like to see abundance on. So this way here, going forward, you can set that intention to set that abundance on that area in your life. And it could be overall your entire life, doesn't matter what it is. But more important, as you live in purpose, abundance will definitely show up for you. So that's the insight for today's card, and this insight is for everyone who's watching, as it's a collective reading. I like to call it a collective reading because it's not just for one specific person. Obviously, it's not just for me and my audience, it's for everyone who's watching as well. So feel free to leave your comments about how this card resonates with you and where abundance is showing up in your life. So again, I'd like to remind you to share and like today's show. And I'm also going to be opening up the lines today for calls to come in for anyone who's interested in getting an intuitive chakra balance numerology forecast reading for any clarity that you may need on. And that number is 516-945-9099. Now, we're going to be going to a short commercial break, and when we do and come back, I will have my guest here to introduce you to, and then explore the world of crystals. Tune in a short while.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission. Sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com, KeishaGems.com.
I'm Nick Rafter, founder and owner of Nick Rafter Real Estate. If you've ever bought, sold, or rented a home in the New York area, you know how difficult a process that can be. But that's where I come in. With years of experience and knowledge of the New York rental and sales market, I can help you navigate the difficult process of renting, selling, or buying a home. Let me help you find the place to be. Here in New York, the best place to be.
Hello, and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. As I mentioned, I have my guest here, but before I introduce you to my guest, because I want to keep you in suspense just a little bit, I want to remind you that if at all you are interested in a healing treatment, a reading, or even a personal training session, feel free to reach out to me at 646-236-9155, and I'll be more than happy to set you up on one of the 3 of those treatments. I'd also like to show you my deck of cards that I have created, and then I'm going to be introducing you to my beautiful guest. So I want to just show you this beautiful deck that is here. Each card represents a different chakra. There obviously are 8 colors, and on the back are beautiful full moon photos created by my sister Donna Barry. And the designer to the deck is Rosie Bassista. She was on my show a couple of weeks ago. And I also want to show you that it comes with a book to give you information, all the descriptions of all the affirmations on the card. And so you don't just have to carry them in your hand. There's a beautiful bag that goes with it. A beautiful bag that you can carry it with. But like I mentioned, I'm not doing readings with them just yet. We are in Mercury retrograde still. So once Mercury retrograde is over, I believe I will be doing my first reading on site on April 7th. And I do have some events coming up prior to that after March 28th, once Mercury goes direct. So we're going to be bringing the attention onto my guest now. And I'd like to introduce her. I have here with me Keisha Christian. Yes, she is an author. She's also the owner of a podcast, and she's an educator, healer, and Reiki master. And she's going to be speaking to us today about how crystals can actually help transform your mind, body, and spirit, and also help to heal any physical symptoms that are showing up for you. So, Keisha, it's so nice to have you here. I'm so excited.
My pleasure.
Yes,
My
I'm
pleasure.
so excited. So share a little bit about who you are, what you do, and why you do it, and then we're going to dive into crystals.
Yeah, so as everyone already knows, my name is Keisha Christian. I am a holistic entrepreneur. Like I said, everything for me is connected. My work, my life, spirituality, everything is connected in everything that I do. I am also an author, and I'm an author to 2 books. One book is coming out shortly. It's called Holistic Gems.
Nice.
It's for allergy sufferers, so how to treat allergies, seasonal and year-long allergies naturally.
Okay.
And my first book, Healthy Gems, so that book was written for busy individuals looking to have a better quality of life. So quick things they could do to enhance the quality of their lives.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, in your first book, you speak about crystals in there as well? The first
No,
book?
actually, I don't.
There's
speak
no
about-
crystals in either one of your books. Oh, that's amazing. I guess you're going to have to write one down the road about
Yes.
some crystals.
I will,
Yes.
actually.
Yes, excellent. So, in reference to besides the fact about writing a book for busy folks, what encouraged you to get into this whole concept of holistic healing and crystals, for that matter?
Well, I had health problems. So this was back, I would say, maybe 2007, probably even a little earlier than that. I was experiencing health problems myself. And my health began to deteriorate. Even when I started to go, and I went to doctors, I went for tests and all that, they couldn't find out what was wrong with me. So I actually decided to go to an herbalist. And from there, that's when my journey began. She gave me books to read, and then I started studying about herbs and the connection with plants and how they help and heal the body.
Interesting. Now, during that time, and obviously this is not the show for it, but just curious on it, during the time when you started noticing that you were having some health issues, were there anything going on in your life at that time that might have been connected to a trauma in your life that might have created the health issues to show up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was at that time. If I think back, I was under a lot of stress and all that.
Yeah, because I've always noticed that for people who experience health issues, it's usually connected to some sort of trauma. And unfortunately, because of the trauma, it creates stress, like you said. And our bodies are a very smart body, where physically speaking, when there's an imbalance going on, a physical symptom is going to pop up, and that physical symptom obviously is the health issue of what you were experiencing.
Yeah, I realize that now because
Yes.
my herbalist did share that with me at the time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, not to knock the medical system out there, but unfortunately, sometimes when it is related to the metaphysical perspective, it's not something that doctors pick up.
Yeah, they
because it's not literally about, a medical condition. It's more of a spiritual condition. And when we think about the spiritual condition, it's the mind, body, and spirit,
Yes.
as opposed
exactly.
to just the physical.
Yes.
And unfortunately, with the medical industry, they tend to just focus on the physical. And which is only the top layer. Whereas when we actually get into the mind and the spiritual perspective, it's now going into a deeper layer.
Yes.
You know, so I could definitely understand why your herbalist would recommend reading books. And if I'm not mistaken, you work with herbs, right?
Yes.
You do a lot of work with
well,
herbs.
now I'm an herbalist myself.
Yes, yes, which
But
I
this
forgot
was-
to mention.
yeah,
But yes,
this was
she's an herbalist too.
Yeah, this was over 10 years ago. So at the time, I knew nothing about herbs or anything like that. I knew some things because in my family they do use herbs, but I mean, outside of what the natural remedies, the home remedies like my grandmother or my mom used, I didn't know anything
yes.
until I really started studying.
And what I'm getting intuitively is, and I think this is also common sense too, which may not be so common sense, I also feel that sometimes we experience metaphysical conditions for the soul's sake, for one to study whatever is connected to it. So this is something you can become. You know, so if hypothetically, if you didn't have a health issue, would you really say that you would have studied about herbs?
No, probably not.
And which probably would have not have led you to becoming an herbalist.
Yes, and I probably wouldn't have written these books.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So see the
Everything's
connection?
connected.
See the
Everything's
connection
connected,
here
yes.
that when we really sit back and ask ourselves, well, why is it that one ends up with a health condition? You know, and if we could put light to that concept and not put it in reference to being the victim of the health condition, the health condition, from my perspective, shows up because there's a much higher purpose for that health condition for you or anybody who suffers with a health condition, for them to lead into some sort of path of healing. Because now, based on all the knowledge you have, you are now helping others.
Yes.
You know,
That's
and
why I tell people I'm walking into my purpose now.
Yes.
This is the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just out of curiosity, although we'll touch on this towards the end of the show, but what is your actual, not the whole year, but what is your month and date of your birthday?
Oh, June 18th.
So you're June 18, 18 is 9, so 9 and 6 comes out to a 6. So this is your healing year. And when we think about it, 6 and 3, which is 9. So your personal energy for this year is all about transformations and completion. So everything that you've been doing in the last 9-year cycle has led you up to here,
Exactly.
into your transformation, so you can step into your higher self.
Yes, yes.
And I'm just going to share this with you only because I'm in this particular energy now. Next year for you, the 1 energy, it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be powerful. I mean, more powerful than it is for you now. And I think for you, because I've been watching you, I've been like right there, seeing all what you've been doing. This is a
from
powerful,
the beginning.
Yes, this is a powerful year for you now. So could you imagine how powerful it's going to be next year? Whew, girl. Where are you going to be next year? I can only imagine.
I don't know.
I mean, I know right now you have a podcast.
Yes.
However, I don't know why, but I see you with a show. I see you, like, you know, physically with a TV show.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the podcast is going to suit you for now, for what you have. But I think somewhere along the line, it's in reference to, like, I see you with herbs and just doing a lot of work with that where people can actually see it.
Oh, okay.
You know, because the podcast you can hear. You can't really see, which is one of the reasons why, like, from my perspective, I dived over the podcast and went right into TV. Because what I do, people need to see it. The same for you.
Yeah,
And I do believe that as you transform into your next level of your higher self for next year, that's exactly where you're going to be going.
Oh, wow.
So let's see what happens for next year.
Yeah, let's
Interesting to see.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
see.
yes. So, in regards to all that you do as an herbalist, an author, my goodness, she's going to have a stroll of books just sitting here. I'm so excited for you. One of the things that I wanted to touch on for today's show is in reference to understanding the chakra system.
Yes.
Okay, so just talk a little bit about that. And I know, like, for my show itself, I'm always talking about the chakras. I'm always talking about we need to align our chakras. We need to connect with them. So this way here, we want to make sure they're moving. Because if they're not moving, if they're stuck, it's like we're not going to get to where we want to go. So talk a little bit more about the chakra system. Let the viewers get a better understanding about it.
Okay, so as far as the chakras go, we have 7 main chakras, and I'm sure you've shared this in your show.
Share on. We can never get enough information about chakras, I believe.
They each have their own colors. So we start with the root chakra. Now I actually have my crystals
And
here,
you can show them, sure.
and I know Joanne has these crystals
Yes.
as well. Being that I'm a crystal healer and also a Reiki master, there are different crystals that align with the different chakras. So talking about the root chakra right here, I have red jasper. And when we're talking about the root, we're talking about connecting to the earth, becoming grounded. The next chakra, and I think I mentioned it's red for the root chakra. The next chakra we have is the sacral chakra, creativity. And if you even notice, even the earrings that I'm wearing,
Yes.
really connected with the sacral chakra and the root chakra.
Beautiful. Yes,
I'm always,
yes.
one thing, I even did it this morning prior to coming here. I always meditate over my root chakra, that I give birth to creativity, ideas, always asking the divine to work through me as a vessel.
Exactly, exactly. And take note of her word, she gives birth, which is important, because what it is we want to create, we need to birth it.
Especially as women.
Yes.
We're blessed to be able to be the ones, to be the vessels of life.
Yes, yes.
I just find that to be such a great honor that we are given that
Yes.
as women.
Yes, yes.
So the sacral chakra, and this stone right here is citrine. The next stone I have, the next one, this is sunstone. Actually, I mixed it up because
It's okay.
This is wait. Actually, citrine can be used for the sacral
Yes,
chakra,
yes.
as well as the solar plexus. But this stone I have right here is sunstone. So this is actually for the sacral chakra. The other one was for the solar plexus. And then when we're talking about our solar plexus, we're talking about our confidence, how we step out in the world. I know one time I was doing a Reiki session on someone, and every time I got to their sacral chakra, they started coughing. And then, they started coughing violently every time I got to that section. And I felt
the energy, the
blockage
stuck.
there.
Yeah, the stuck. Yeah, they felt stuck.
Yeah, and she actually told me, she wants to apply for a job, but she was afraid that she wasn't qualified enough, and she was.
Oh,
She
yeah.
had the qualifications.
Self-doubt.
Yeah.
Self-doubt. Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
So
yes.
she was doubting herself, so I actually had to work on breaking up or clearing that energy.
Yes, yes.
I also do chakra balancing as well.
Yes.
So I use the stones for that.
That's why we're so connected.
Yes, exactly. The next stone we have here, this is green aventurine, and this connects with the heart chakra. Another meditation that I do when I'm doing I do chakra balancing on myself, is asking to give and receive love freely.
Nice.
I'm always asking to show me how to give and receive love freely.
Nice, beautiful.
And when I came here, prior to coming here, I did meditation on my throat chakra so that my words would be clear and precise, and that the message that I have to give out would be received.
Excellent. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Beautiful.
And this is lapis lazuli.
Yes, yes. One of my favorites.
Well, actually, what I find so interesting about this stone, when I traveled to Europe, and I went to Spain and I went to churches, a lot of the walls and the altars, this
Is
stone.
that color? Yes.
Well, actually, it is this stone.
oh,
It's lapis. The
wow.
wall was made of, the
Woo.
whole wall was
Wow,
made
I'll
of
have to
lapis.
take notice, yeah.
And the ceiling, there was lapis.
Beautiful.
You could see it in the ceiling. It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
And you could feel that high energy.
The energy, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
This right here, this is not onyx. This is, oh my goodness, I forgot the name of this stone. But this is dealing with the throat chakra. Sorry.
Third eye, yes. The throat chakra just wants you to continue to talk about it.
I
That's
know,
all
it
it is.
seemed like it.
Yes, that's all it is.
This is dealing with the third eye, sorry. And with this stone, we're asking, or what I ask the ancestors, my spirit guides, the Most High, to open my eye so that I may see what I need to see beyond the physical.
Yes,
And
yes.
what we consider as tangible and real.
Nice, very nice.
And the last one, this is one of my favorite stones.
That's a beauty.
Amethyst.
Yes.
Amethyst is connecting with the crown chakra so that I may receive messages in my dreams or wherever to give to those who need it.
Nice, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. So here you have it, the 7 chakras, and a more detailed description of what they actually mean. So with that said, I'm going to go to a commercial break to give you a little time to sort of take in what we just said, because we're going to come back with some more wisdom and knowledge for you. You may want to grab a pen and paper for this one. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Experience Experience Feng Shui interior design for your home or office. Gucci Feng Shui LLC can transform your home or workspace, no matter how large or small, into a harmonious, rejuvenated environment. Gucci Feng Shui LLC. Call or email to schedule an appointment for a consultation today.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. I am a transformational life coach. I healed an autoimmune disease of the thyroid called Graves' disease, and I like to help people heal themselves now. I did this completely naturally using many methods, and I believe connecting into my spirituality really had a huge impact for me. So I like to help people get to the root cause of issues, and I do that by allowing you to tap into your higher self and by asking your subconscious and your higher self questions about what it is that you need to do to heal. So I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. As we have Keisha here, and we just got done talking about the 7 chakras and in full detail what each chakra is and how it can help you and how you can connect with each chakra on a daily basis. Because one of the things that's really important is that throughout our day, every day, we come in contact with different people. And as we come in contact with different people and just the environment alone, traveling on the trains, the buses, and just going shopping, unfortunately, we pick up people's energies and just all the technology that's around us. So it's very important to make sure you're checking in with your chakras on a daily basis. I myself check in with my chakras as often as possible, sometimes 3 to 4 times a day, just to realign them. Because if I start to feel like my energy gets a little low, I may ask myself, well, what did I pick up? Whose energy am I walking around with now? So just to take that 5 minutes to retune your chakras so you can continue having a more productive, creative day. So now, Keisha, what I like to do is I like to discuss, and as I mentioned, folks, grab your pen and paper because this is going to be informative. We're going to be talking about some health issues, physical symptoms that show up for people, and how crystals are amazing. They're not just decorative. You know, you don't just leave them in your house, and they're not just pretty. They actually do something for us, right? And just to show off the rough ones you have right now, just so they can actually see them, and then we're going to go into specifically what they're for.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to do that, just to show them off and give them their name.
Okay, so the first one I'll pick up here because it's calling to me. This is a clear crystal quartz. Now, the clear crystal quartz is known as a master healer.
Yes.
So even today, when we're talking about different ailments you might have, if you don't have to get all of these stones, but if you at least have the clear crystal quartz, that will definitely help with balancing the chakra.
So, and it can be used for any of it.
It could be used for all the chakras.
Yes. And in reference to, as Keisha's saying, that if you don't have these chakras, these crystals rather, and you just want to go out and buy one, even if it's not the clear quartz one, whichever one that talks to you when you go to a crystal shop, you can charge that crystal to do whatever it is you want that crystal to do for you, correct?
Yes, true. That is true.
You know, and I know earlier when I had my live, I spoke about charging crystals. What does charging crystals mean? Now, I spoke about it. What does charging crystals mean?
Well, as far as, I call it clearing it.
Okay.
So
clearing, yes.
Yeah, so one of the things that I like to do, I actually like to, I wash them. So I use water to clear them, or I might use, what we say, sage, or you might smudge them. In the Caribbean, they call it smoking out.
Yes. Well, you get all that smoke, and before you know it, the fire department's out there outside your house because they want to know what you're doing.
Yeah, so that's those are two ways that I actually will clear my crystals. And by clearing it, what I'm doing is any energy that has been attached to it, because I do believe in energy all around. We want to keep the energy moving. We don't want to have stagnant energy. Stagnant energy brings dis-ease. Disease to the body.
Yes.
So definitely.
Magic word. There is no coincidence to why it's called disease, huh?
Yes.
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 So definitely, that's something that I do. And also, if we have a full moon, I know some people will do it. They'll put it in the sun, or they'll put it under the full moon, and they'll charge their crystals that way as well. But I use water mainly.
Now, in reference, like for myself, like I do the clearing, like you just mentioned. Now, sometimes what I'll do is, when I use the word charge, is I ask my crystal to do something for me. So in reference to placing my crystal in my non-dominating hand, I'll actually talk to my crystal and say to my crystal, this is what I like for you to do for me today. So for example, if it was the rose quartz, you know, as you mentioned about connecting with self-love and being able to give and receive it, you know, for your highest good. Taking the rose quartz in your hand and charging it so it can do just that for you. You know, so that's what I mean by charging. I mean, clearing, yes, you want to clear out all that negativity around it, because crystals will pick up energy.
I actually do that as well. When I run it in the water, I do.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
And even when I make jewelry for other people, or
That's another thing she does. She makes jewelry.
Yes, I make jewelry like what I'm wearing right now.
Yes.
That's something that I do. I actually pray over the crystals, and I ask that the recipient or whoever is going to receive this crystal, that it bring healing to them.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
I'm praying for that person prior to even meeting them. So when I actually do sell a crystal, I said, I pray for you before we even met.
Oh yes, exactly, exactly. What I like to do, only because the show goes so fast and there's so much information to share, and I really want to give our audience some real knowledge today. Which one of our crystals that you have here is for anxiety?
Anxiety. Now for anxiety, you could definitely do amethyst. You could do fluorite. So we're dealing with the crown chakra.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is definitely something that you could use, and you could do what Joanne said. You could actually put your intention over the crystal.
And how would you use it? In reference to, like, if someone's experiencing anxiety, do they just hold it in their hand? Do they place it on their heart center? How would they use it?
They actually could hold it in their hand. They could actually hold it in their hand. And there's other techniques they could do as well, but as far as just with the crystal, they could hold it in their hand and give that intention. They could also repeat mantras or do affirmations.
Give an affirmation for the audience so they have one.
I live in an abundant universe. All that I want, need, and or desire will come to me with great ease and little effort.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
And notice you used the word abundance, which is our
Yes.
card that we got this morning.
Yes.
Abundance, and also what we were just talking about before the show started.
Yes.
So yeah, so that was a nice affirmation.
Yeah.
And affirmations are always a more positive way. And when we think about affirmations, right off the back, it's taking us out of that anxiety state anyway.
Exactly.
Because we're no longer thinking about the thing that's creating anxiety. Okay, and I think that's the key, is that if we get our mind off of what's creating the anxiety, we won't have anxiety.
Yeah, so you're refocusing the brain, actually.
Exactly, exactly. Now, here's another one where I know many people suffer with insomnia, you know, and I think that's related to the anxiety of, like, sitting there laying in bed at night, especially women, where at nighttime, the minute we get ourselves to relax, then the mind starts to go. It's like all of a sudden, like all day long, you're busy, and now you get that quiet time, and now you're laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and you can't. So what's the crystal for insomnia?
Okay, so we have the lapis.
My
and
favorite.
Back again to the
Okay, so double trouble.
Yes, the amethyst. So these two crystals right here, you could actually use for insomnia, which is very good. The same thing too, you could play some music, hold the crystal in your hand, and actually you're refocusing your brain. So you're you're relaxing yourself. So you can repeat same thing mantras as well.
Now, what I'm
Yes.
getting with the lapis anyway is when you're laying in bed to actually place the lapis over your third eye.
You could do that as well.
Yeah.
So you can place it over. You could actually place it on your body as
Yes,
well.
yeah,
So
'cause-
the third eye.
Because that's what I'm actually, as you're saying it, I'm just seeing lapis going right here when we're laying down, and it's almost like a soothing feeling as well.
Exactly.
And when we get to that place of feeling soothed, we're more relaxed.
Yes.
So guess what's going to happen when we're more relaxed? We're going to get to sleep.
Yes. And actually, I've had a customer. I made jewelry for her, and I used the amethyst. That's the stone that she chose. And she said when she put it on, she started to feel. It wasn't insomnia, but she was anxious.
Yes.
So it actually, like,
Calmed her down.
it calmed her.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent. Now, here's another one, and I'm sure many people are going to want this crystal to attract wealth.
All right. So with attracting wealth, that is connected to our solar plexus and our heart chakra.
Uh-huh.
So we're looking at stones that are green. So one could be green aventurine. All right, because we're bringing. When I think about attracting wealth, also attracting abundance, not just physical wealth, but also we're talking about spiritual abundance.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think the spiritual abundance is actually more important than the physical abundance.
Yeah, but people tend to
Yes,
think when
they
you say
want the
attracting
material.
wealth,
Yeah,
you're thinking
they want the
about money,
material stuff.
fiat
Yes,
currency.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's helpful.
Yes, it is helpful.
Yes.
Yes. But even like walking in gratitude, being in the space of forgiveness, that's one of the things I do talk about in my book. And
So
also
in order to attract wealth, we have to be in a place of forgiveness.
yes.
Interesting. I like that.
Yes,
Interesting.
we do.
Yes. That's important.
So definitely, green aventurine is a good stone. Another good stone, citrine, which I have here, sunstone. These stones are connected to the sacral chakra and our sacral chakra and our solar plexus. And then I have another stone. This stone, labradorite.
Ooh.
Labradorite is a very nice stone. It actually has like an iridescent sheen
It's very
to
pretty
it.
too.
Yeah, this
Yes.
one's this is a rough stone, but if you get the polished one, they're beautiful. And they actually, small business owners or businesses, they tend to have this stone sometimes in their office to attract abundance and wealth to their business.
Interesting to know. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to
so-
be doing some shopping.
Definitely. So definitely labradorite. I love this stone.
Interesting.
And another one, we call it Amazonite. Amazonite.
Yes. And that one I truly like. Yes.
Yes. And this stone in particular too is also good for attracting wealth. It's connected also to the heart chakra. So it's very good. And it's also good too for like healing if you have like pain, things like that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
This is a stone that you could possibly use as well.
Okay. And now, although I have two others, I'm going to just ask for one other, which is digestion issues. Because I know there's plenty of people out there who do suffer with a lot of digestion issues based on their diet. So which crystal would be helpful for that?
So when you're talking about digestive issues, we're talking about the solar plexus here again. We talk about our gut. You know, our gut is like our second brain or our first brain, depending on how you're looking at it. We talk about that gut feeling.
Yes.
So if you're having digestive issues, it just kind of like messes you up, or I should say, you don't have homeostasis. So going back to citrine. We have the citrine. We're looking at the yellow stones, being that the solar plexus is yellow. So we have the citrine. We have, this is yellow jasper.
Nice.
Going back to one of my favorite stones, I said for small business owners, labradorite.
So here we also notice that most of the stones,
They connect.
crystals rather, I like to use the word crystals versus stones,
crystals.
they're connective.
They're connected.
So you know, it's not just a matter that it's just this particular stone for this thing. They're connective, and as we said earlier, that you can actually charge the crystal to do whatever specific physical symptom that's showing up for you.
Exactly.
So you don't have to necessarily run to the store and buy all of them.
Yes.
But when you become, I'm going to use the word, when you become a crystal junkie, you tend to walk into a crystal shop and every crystal talks to you because it's like, oh, I need this one, I need that one. And usually how we do buy crystals is when we walk into a shop, they do talk to you.
Yeah, they do.
And you may end up walking out with more than one because there's things that you're looking to heal that you don't even realize you need to heal.
Exactly.
And sometimes as healers, obviously we're not only buying them for ourselves, but we're also buying them for clients that may need the crystals as well.
Yeah.
So
and sometimes I just buy crystals, and it's just so funny. Someone will show up to me and ask me for it.
Yes, and that's
I
why
have it.
that's why you needed it.
Yeah, that's
because
why
it
I
wasn't
bought
for
it.
you. It was
Yeah.
exactly it's for them. Yes, yes. We're going to take another quick commercial break, and then when we come back, Keisha's going to tell you exactly how you can reach her, and then we're going to also do an intuitive chakra balanced numerology forecast for Keisha as well.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yes.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com, KeishaGems.com.
I'm Nick Rafter, founder and owner of Nick Rafter Real Estate. If you've ever bought, sold, or rented a home in the New York area, you know how difficult a process that can be. But that's where I come in. With years of experience and knowledge of the New York rental and sales market, I can help you navigate the difficult process of renting, selling, or buying a home. Let me help you find a place to be. Here in New York, the best place to be.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. I am a transformational life coach. I healed an autoimmune disease of the thyroid called Graves' disease, and I like to help people heal themselves now. I did this completely naturally using many methods, and I believe connecting into my spirituality really had a huge impact for me. So I like to help people get to the root cause of issues, and I do that by allowing you to tap into your higher self and by asking your subconscious and your higher self questions about what it is that you need to do to heal. So I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.
Hello, and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. Again, I'd like to remind you that the phones are open, and you can definitely call in to get clarity for any questions you may have, and that number is 516-945-9099. I'd also like to remind you that if you have any questions or if you'd like to get training sessions or even a healing treatment, to reach me at 646-236-9155. And I'm also looking for guests and also those who are interested in doing their healing transformation live with me. So feel free to send your bio and your story to Joanne, to what is my email address? healingwithin76@gmail.com. So now what I like, Keisha, please let the audience and viewers know how they can reach you. Show them your beautiful books that you have here. Give them all your contact information.
Yeah, so I have 2 books that Holistic Gems will be coming out soon. It's coming out April 1st. You could actually purchase it on Amazon. You could also get it from my website at KeishaGems.com. That's KeishaGems.com. You'll get an autographed copy. My first book, Healthy Gems, is now available. Well, it's been available since September. It was published in September, and it's available on Amazon as well as on my website. So you could actually purchase that book, get an autographed copy on my website, and you could purchase it on Amazon as well.
Now, can they purchase the 2 books as a bundle?
Not yet.
Okay.
But that's coming.
The third one. Then you'll have a bundle.
That's coming, yes.
Not to give away your secrets.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yes. And any other way they can reach you? Email address,
Oh,
contact
yes,
numbers?
you could also call me at 917-780-7192. That's 917-780-7192. And you could also email me at KeishaGems, that's KeishaGemz @gmail.com.
All right. So now you have all the information to reaching Keisha to get any information from her, her books, a healing session, herbal work, whatever it might be, you can reach her. So now, Keisha, I'm going to give you an intuitive chakra balance reading, numerology reading for you. And how it works is you're going to ask a question out loud that you'd like clarity for. While you're doing that, you're going to be shuffling the deck. And once you're done shuffling, as you're asking the questions, you're going to shuffle.
So I'm going to say it out loud to you?
Yes, to every one of us.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're going to be transparent today. Once you're done shuffling, you're going to lay the cards out, spread them out, and then with your left hand, you're going to pick one card, and I'm going to give you information off what that card says, and hopefully it will give you the answer of what you're looking for.
Okay.
So let's see where we go and what your question is.
All right. So my question is, am I selecting am I participating in the appropriate events for me?
Oh, okay. So what we're going to do,
reason.
yes, we're going to pick that one up, and I'm just going to slide it on the side for right now,
Okay.
because you're going to get a 2-card information here.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So that's my
So the question was,
am I participating in the appropriate events for me
okay.
this year?
Okay, yes.
The ones I've booked so far.
Okay, so the ones that you have scheduled so far, are those
Yes.
the appropriate ones?
Are they
okay.
appropriate for
Okay,
me.
and let's see what the universe has to give you.
You said with my left hand, just
You're going to spread them,
Okay.
and then with your left hand, you're going to pull one, and we already have one that's been pulled for her from the universe as well, because sometimes the universe will do that. You know, the universe will give you a card as well.
Okay, so just pull a card?
Just pull a card that you're feeling the energy from. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the card to the universe. Oh, I love it. It's called Rebirth.
Yes.
Okay. And the rebirth is all about, obviously, something new is brewing. So in reference to the universe's answer is, yes, you're on the right track with all the particular projects and shows and whatever events you're going to be doing is definitely you're on the right track for them. The blue is all about how are you communicating about them? How are you marketing it? Are any of them already in the place where you can market them? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because that's what it's all about, is like really communicating about it. And because I'm always talking about numerology, this year particularly based on the 2019 number, that's a 3 energy. Every one of us are in the universal energy of 3. 3 is all about how you communicate, what you're creating, and how it's manifesting into your experience. And that's a match to that. And then you have the orange, which is your creativity, your sacral chakra. So, and then you have a little brown to keep you grounded, because we need to stay grounded for whatever it is that we're trying to bring into our existence. And when I use the word trying, it's not so much just trying, it's that we're manifesting it. And sometimes when we have so many projects up and going, it gets us a little like wobbly, you know, because then sometimes what tends to happen is that little other voice, I like to call it the wicked voice, will come in and throw a little self-doubt in.
Yeah, negative self-talk.
Exactly. So staying grounded will help to fight that off, so you'll stay on your right path for that. The number we have is 1 and 6. 1 is all about new beginnings. So obviously that rebirth. The 6 is all about healing, which obviously makes sense because that's the path you're on. You're here to help people to heal. So it's a positive path. And ironically enough, the card I pulled earlier equals out to the same as this one, which is the 7. It just seems to be that 7 is just following everybody around this week. The 7 is about going in, evaluating, but more importantly, meditating. Sitting quietly and allowing yourself to visualize each and every one of the projects, the events, what you have going. See it in your mind's eye. Because the reality is as long as you can see it in your mind's eye, it's already there for you.
Yeah.
It's just the universe is just waiting for you to be in that alignment to accept it. And that's really what it is. It's like to reflect on like, okay, this is what I see. This is what fills me up with that abundance. We're back to that abundance word. So that's that 7 energy. So that's the energy here that the universe wanted you to have. Now, the one that you chose, it's just so beautiful.
Oh,
personal
7 again.
growth. And
Yeah.
it's 7. It's personal growth. So again, in reference to your question about are you on the right path to all the events you have planned? Yes, because it's going to lead to personal growth. It's just going to take you up to a much higher level than where you are. And one of the things that I truly believe is when we live in our purpose, that's what we're here to do. We're here to constantly grow. We're not here to stay in that one platform. We're here to take ourselves up a little higher. And being that we mentioned before that you are currently in your 9 personal energy, that's what this is all about for you. It's about you stepping into your personal growth to become a better version of who you are. You know, because even though you're great the way you are, but peeling another layer of you to become even better than what you are already, oh my God, that's powerful. And then we have that purple. Purple connecting to the amethyst, connecting to our higher self, opening up your portal, and really diving into what all your desires, all your deep desires that you are meant to have. Because the big picture here is, it's not just about personal growth and rebirth. It's about you're stepping into doing something that's actually helping others. It's helping you, which is the primary source, but it's also helping others. And that's why we're here on Earth. As I said earlier, is that when we're born, and we're here and we're living in our purpose is to help us heal ourselves, and through the healing that we do for ourselves helps to heal others.
Yes.
And you're on your journey as your 7s. That you have 2 7s, and I mean really 7s. It's just like if I literally go back to my Facebook Lives for this whole week from Monday to today, the 7 has been the major number for this week.
Yes.
It's a major number, and I think you're definitely on the right path. All your events that you have planned are definitely in the order they need to go for, and you're just stepping right up into your purpose. How does that make you feel?
It makes me, it's awesome. I hear that so much. I even had a customer that she messaged me yesterday, and she said, your purpose looks so good on you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she said
yes.
that to me yesterday, and she shared my post.
Yes,
So I just
yes.
was like, wow.
Yes. And it's such a beautiful thing to live in purpose.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's not a matter of you getting up each day and saying to yourself, oh, I have to go do this. You get up each day and say, oh, I can't wait to go do this.
Yes.
And that's a difference of when we live in purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not just about getting up in the morning and saying, oh, I have to go do this, and oh, at the end of my week I get a paycheck. No.
No.
No. You know, obviously, yeah, you know, the finances are important, but because you're living in your purpose and you're walking in your purpose,
Yeah.
the abundance comes.
It's coming, yeah.
It comes almost very easily.
Yes.
You know, the financial, I like to say the finances are just flowing with ease. It's like the gate opens and it's falling on your lap. Do you feel
yes,
that?
Yes, yes.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And you have 2 cards to confirm that.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it answers my question.
So viewers, you too can receive clarity. All you have to do is give me a call. Whether you call today and receive clarity today, or you can reach me at 646-236-9155 and schedule a reading with me. You can get clarity on any question you may have. It could be something small or something really big. And find out when's the best time for you to be doing something, or perhaps there's something within yourself that you may feel stuck, and that's why you're not able to do what it is you want to do. So having a chakra balance alignment is important, so you can reach out to Keisha or even myself to get that, and to put yourself in the purpose of where you need to be and how to get to that place. So all of this is very important. Getting the knowledge of holistic healing and how it actually helps and benefits you, so you can live your best life ever, and so you can step into being a better version of yourself. And who wouldn't want to be a better version of themselves? So again, just connect with me either by my phone, 646-236-9155. If you happen to be in the Queens area, you can always stop in at Fitness or Us and see me for a training, a healing, or a reading. With that said, I'm going to thank Keisha so much for being here and sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with us, and everything about crystals. It was awesome. I love having you.
Yeah.
And that's it for today. So I wish everybody a great day, and until next week, have a blessed day, everyone.